The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Question with boldness even the existence of a God, because, if there be one, he must approve more of the homage of reason than that of blindfolded fear. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. When we get piled upon one another in large cities, as in Europe, we shall become as corrupt as Europe. To compel a man to furnish funds for the propagation of ideas he disbelieves and abhors as sinful and tyrannical. If a nation expects to be ignorant and free in a state of civilization, it expects what never was and never will be. Our greatest happiness does not depend on the condition of life in which chance has placed us, but is always the result of a good conscience, good health, occupation, and freedom in all just pursuits. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty. We may consider each generation as a distinct nation, with a right, by the will of its majority, to bind themselves, but none to bind the succeeding generation more than the inhabitants of another country. Mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. A Bill of Rights is what the people are entitled to against every government, and what not just the government should refuse, or rest on inference. Leave all the afternoon for exercise and recreation, which are as necessary as reading. I would rather say more necessary, because health is worth more than learning. But friendship is precious, not only in the shade, but in the sunshine of life, and thanks to a benevolent arrangement, the greater part of life is sunshine. I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. The care of human life and happiness, and not their destruction, is the first and only object of good government. Nothing can stop the man, with the right mental attitude, from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man, with the wrong mental attitude. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain always cool and unruffled under all circumstances. I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, in philosophy, as cause for withdrawing from a friend. Determined never to be idle, no person will have occasion to complain of the want of time who never loses any. It is wonderful how much may be done if we are always doing. The constitutions of most of our states assert that all power is inherent in the people, that it is their right and duty to be at all times armed. Peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. It is error alone which needs the support of the government. Truth can stand by itself. It is neither wealth nor splendor, but tranquility and occupation, which give you happiness. I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than those attending too small a degree of it. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. Merchants have no country. The mere spot they stand on does not constitute so strong an attachment as that from which they draw their gains. Peace and friendship with all mankind is our wisest policy, and I wish we may be permitted to pursue it. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it.